sure we don't know everything. I am your host. Zach refuses to admit he's getting a cold shower.
And I'm Kelsey.
A Dr. Darragh?
Maybe right, Darragh.
No, you came in and the first thing I noticed was you sound
weird.
Sick. But can you hear yourself different?
I do, but I live a life in which I don't think I've talked to anyone yet today. So I had no reason to
you're
speak.
warming up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in general, I haven't heard my voice because I've been doing my thing.
Every night you crust back over like a vampire cocoon.
And then
you gotta break through the dust.
Yeah, I guess so.
Housekeeping. How's your life, bitch?
Life is good.
Besides being sick, obviously.
I'm considering getting Lasik.
Have we talked about this?
No.
I didn't know you were blind.
I'm not blind. I'm nearsighted.
Do you get contacts?
I had contacts. Actually, if you can tell, as the accent goes away, my eyes are healing from a bit of an infection.
You look like you were crying.
Yeah, because I left my contacts in a bit too long. Also, I think my eyes are beginning to reject contact lenses.
Zachary.
What?
You having an eye infection.
Could be the...
Why you're sick? Why your sinuses are sick?
Oh, really?
100 million percent.
Well, then it's that, yeah.
Your white blood cells are being shot up into your sinus, your lateral nasal cavities.
Don't make up words on this.
I did make that one up.
Lateral?
I think it's lactal. I don't know. Dogs have it.
Lactal. It
You're
sounds
lactating.
like a dinosaur. Oh, my eyes are lactating.
This explains it. When did that happen?
I noticed, I took out the contacts Sunday night because
Yeah.
I was like, God damn. I'm like, they were dry and I was like squinting and I was rubbing a lot. So I took them out and then Monday morning they were pretty red. And then Tuesday they were redder and I was like, uh-oh. And then I was like, if they're not getting, because I looked up eye stuff and it's like most clear up on their own. But I was like, if they're not better by Thursday morning, I'm going to urgent care. And I did. He gave me antibiotics. I've been using them, antibiotic drops. And they're so much better already.
Really? Because you look like you haven't slept.
Maybe I haven't.
You look like
maybe
you've
I've been
relapsed
crying.
a little bit.
Yeah, no.
It's because you're fair skinned and blue eyed that just the tiniest bit of red. I'm like,
I look like a lab rat.
what's happening?
It looks like they've been testing cosmetics on me. Not the cute way.
No, and not in the bunny friendly way.
Oh, so I'm getting a little bit cagey around because I can be around. I'm nearsighted. I just can't read street signs or blur. You know what I mean? It's hard to read
that feels
prints.
important to know.
Totally. And already I haven't been able to check people out at the gym because I can't really make out their face from across the way.
You can't make out with them if you can't make them out.
Facts. Facts. Wow. What a great adage.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, Google, what is LASIK all about? And it's a divisive topic.
Yeah, people are terrified that
They'll do permanent damage.
They'll do permanent damage, or an earthquake will happen while they're getting it done.
I'm not. That's not the camp I'm in.
My dad just had his fucking eye lens removed.
So they cut open the eye
and put in a fucking fresh lens.
Yeah.
This man was he's nearing 80.
Did
and
he have
can
cataracts?
Yes.
Cataract surgery too. My mom had that and now she can see.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
He's got better eyes than me.
So this is the thing.
I don't like it.
What I've assessed is that you get LASIK and it doesn't necessarily last. So maybe 10 years later, your vision starts to kind of go again. The other thing someone told me is that if you're nearsighted now, at some point...
You become farsighted?
Yeah.
Shut up. I was just saying that.
Well, there's a thing where that part of your vision weakens. So it's if you fix one, you might still encounter the other problem and you can't fix both. Does that make sense?
What's worse?
Maybe the person was also full of it. But anyway, I talked
Don't Google it.
Thank you. I literally don't Google bad LASIK ? Because you will be
horror stories.
Yeah. And this is my theory here. Do bad things happen? Of course. Do car accidents happen?
Every day.
Yes.
Do people hit twinks with their car sometimes?
Yes. And do the twinks deserve it?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
You don't not drive. And you can put that on my gravestone. He didn't not drive.
He didn't not drive. Fun fact, I went to the house of the man who invented LASIK for a sex party. Do you want your microphone back?
What was that like?
Well, it was very nice in Malibu.
It better be.
On the water.
Okay.
One of those.
Okay.
Many, many stories. Lots of glass.
Was there any eye paraphernalia or laser paraphernalia?
You wouldn't. I didn't even know. A lot of times you don't know whose house you're in. You're like, I just rented this from a real estate company or something. But I, being the nosy little bitch that I am, went to the area where you're not supposed to go, which is like the owner's personal room. And it was his room, and he had books and books and books and books and books. And that's like me being snobby. I'm like, what are they reading? What are they writing? And then I started seeing this motherfucker's face all over the book. And it was like how I invented LASIK. It wasn't called that, but it was like the LASIK technique.
George Lasik presents
literally.
Vision.
Yes, you can see. And I was like looking at all of his books. Everything was eye doctor related.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute.
Can I get free LASIK?
Can I? My eyes are perfect, but like, who would have this much LASIK stuff unless they invented LASIK? And so sure enough, I ended up talking to him later. He was very high on drugs, and he was telling me all about
Way to blow up his spot.
how he invented LASIK.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Was he cute?
He was very old.
Okay, my question stands.
Maybe you would.
Handsome?
Maybe you would.
Was he getting his knob slobbed?
He slobbed on the knob,
Stop.
like corn on the cob.
Wait, he's
Check in with him, and he'll do that job.
gore?
Lay on the bed and give him head. Don't have to ask. Don't have to beg.
Oh, I think they
Gucci
don't have
is
to
my
ask.
name. Sex is the game.
Oh, I didn't even
Full
know that
of
was
the
a
stop.
poem.
Let's run a train. That's a poem.
A poem set to a beat.
You don't know this slob on my knob. Like corn on the cob.
Yeah. Wait, but I really got lost in the sauce.
He
of,
seemed
did
very
Did he
fluid.
slob on knobs?
He seemed like he was not particular about anything.
Really?
He seemed to dip in all the
An
hummuses.
old eye scientist
Yes.
is pan as fuck.
Wow. Eye scientist.
I don't know. That
You
was
really
just
gave
me.
him an upgrade, yeah.
I mean,
He invented
if he
LASIK.
invented LASIK,
He's a scientist, eye scientist.
well, okay, yeah, he's something. He's an inventor.
I'm just trying to think of the difference between an eye doctor and an eye scientist.
Well,
I just imagine him with a bunch of googly eyes and jars on his desk.
I feel like a doctor works on people
Mm-hmm.
and a scientist operates lasers.
I think astronauts operate lasers, but what do I know?
Nothing about astronauts.
I majored in
What
the
do you
arts.
think? Do you really think astronauts lasers?
Yeah, yes, because I think pew pew, space alien.
Oh, they're fighting things?
Yes.
Okay.
When you hear laser, or I think of facial fractal dermatology.
You know what I go old school like the cat thing.
Oh, laser pointer.
Laser pointer.
That's good.
Did you see those? Those had a moment at Coachella where you had That's what you sound like. Yeah, you'd bring a laser, and if you shined it up, it would hit the smoke and dust, and so your friends could see you.
Oh,
So you'd
why
be
did
like,
that stop?
I'm in the purple. I think they like people would shine them at artists' eyes.
Bad. Do we think it's a
People
myth
ruin
that
everything?
if you shine a laser in someone's eyes, they go blind?
Yeah, because I'm sure we all did that.
Yeah.
We're like, just for a second.
I also feel like they started implementing more lasers into shows. Therefore,
You didn't need yours.
well, they'd be like, "Oh, there's Sarah," and it's like, "No, bitch, that's fucking Kate Trinata,
Well,
like doing
if
his
you can't
performance."
Tell the difference between a spaghetti line of neon and like a whole show. You deserve to have a speaker fall on you.
I was never a raver for that reason.
You will be with that hair.
I gotta sneeze.
I dare you. Bless you. Usually people can't sneeze after you damn it. Usually people can't sneeze after you say okay.
I've been sneezing all day.
Now I'm
Allergies.
getting sick.
Probably from you.
No. Doesn't work that
Your
way.
eye infection though makes complete fucking sense.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of it.
My housekeeping is that I can't stop reading. I got a problem.
I do not suffer from that.
I can't stop reading books. I'm reading, I think, 4 right now simultaneously.
At the same time?
There's one in my office desk. There's one next to my bed. There's an audiobook that I'm listening to. And I think I just finished the 4th.
The eternal question, does that count as reading?
Audiobooks?
Yeah.
What? A conundrum.
Because you can't really zone out if you are reading a book with your eyes.
But I don't zone out during it makes me zone in.
I think people get willy-nilly where they're like, oh, I'm going to drive and listen to this. And then, of course, you zone out. You better zone out. If you zone in while you're driving,
yeah.
big problem.
Well, I do.
But then it's like, oh, where was I? Oh, I don't know if I heard this part.
But I always pause if I start sidetracking. Tiana, can we ask the audience this next coming week if audiobooks counts as reading?
There's gonna be an overwhelming yes, but I do feel like it's important to distinguish, like, oh, I'm listening to a book right now.
Huh. Does it make it less worthy?
No.
That's fine.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think so. I also think of you as reading all the time.
I do. There are a lot of. I had to add another bookshelf behind you
So
because I
then
got so many goddamn books.
What spawned this uptick in reading?
I don't fucking know. I think I got a little bit jaded when like book talk started popping off on social medias because it was just like over fucking whelming. Like there were too many fucking books out. Like every time I went to Barnes and Noble, I was like, bruh, y'all doubled your inventory. And at first I was angry. I was like, slow down. There used to be like 5 great books released every year. And now there's like 500. And I just couldn't keep up with all the communities and stuff. So I think I fell off of reading because I was feeling like less than.
Sure.
Like I wasn't keeping
Overwhelmed.
And now.
Left behind.
Yeah, that's about right. I feel
old.
Yeah, okay. Now it feels good.
Lonely.
I fucking hate you. But I am hanging out with people less.
You don't hang out with people that much. So you've cut back on your one social thing a week?
Yeah, notice I haven't called you at all this week to come watch a movie or something?
Wait, I just realized something.
Huh.
There's this thing on TikTok where someone's like, this is the scariest movie you will ever see.
Yeah.
And then they show little clips and they go like, and the demented twist ending will have you. And then I go watch that lump of garbage movie.
No.
Does that happen in book talk?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
someone raves about a book?
All the time.
You get a book, you read an entire book.
Oh, yeah.
And go, that piece of shit was lying to me.
Yeah. Especially in the romance fantasy
I would
era.
never read again.
I'm sad that that's happening to you because you're like the king of horror. And I feel like it's hard to surprise you. Like you must know all the devices and the clues. Like I feel like you're the guy that figures it out before the rest of the audience.
Oh, well, for sure. It's not that. I remain open and seeking like a good scary movie. And I totally know I've missed some.
Yeah.
So when I hear like, oh, this is the movie that no one's talking about, but is...
Give me an example of one that happened.
I can't.
Okay.
Because I block them out, I think. I get so annoyed that... Or I'll literally watch the first half and be like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, that person was obviously like doing it for the views.
I also got back into Letterboxd.
I started Letterboxd for like a millisecond and then I stopped again.
I got back into it. There's something really satisfying to my brain. In case you can't tell, I like to organize and strategize. There's something very satisfying about categorizing the things I've seen.
Okay, so you pick how many categories you have?
Well, I like to rank them. I like to rate it. I like to like put them in my nonfiction, my best of documentary.
Okay.
Same with my Goodreads. Is I've been like really kicking shit off.
You've been in Goodreads for a minute.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I know. Am I old and boring? Should I start doing drugs again?
You're not old.
Do I need to start drinking? Am I boring?
I mean, no, not drinking.
I don't hang out with anyone either.
No. Honestly, I think you are continuing to rise to the best version of yourself.
Yeah. I did get up at 6:30 yesterday and go work out like you.
Nice. I don't work out first thing.
Oh.
But I do get up at like 6:30.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Today we're doing
Wait,
what?
did you want to tell people what books you're listening and reading to?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you some of my absolute toot, like root and toot and maybe like best of a very long time. Books.
Oh, okay.
Notes on Heartbreak by Annie Lord. She goes through a breakup and chronicles the following time from moment the book starts
vibe
with
of your second book.
Yes, but hers is like it reads like a novel even though it's real.
Oh,
Mine is more workbook.
Yeah. How
like
to get
self-help.
through this?
Yeah, very good. She's also in the UK, and I've been reading a lot of UK based authors, and there's just something whimsy about that place.
Do you hear their accent when you read it?
Oh, 100%.
Do you listen to any of those books because
No.
they're read by English people? Okay.
The Women by Kristen Hanna. This was like one of the best books of the year, I think last year rated.
Oh.
It's about the unsung heroes of the Vietnam War, which were female nurses. They didn't even they pretended that there were no women in Vietnam. Like they would literally be like, there wasn't any. And it's like,
on the United States
yeah.
side? Okay.
And it's like, bitch, you're literally forgetting about all of the soldiers who like saved your fucking life.
Wow.
And so it weaves like history in with like romance love story
historical fiction
and it was so good, and they're making it into a movie / maybe a miniseries.
There is a movie called The Women based on a play, I think, and it came out like probably 18 years ago with like Annette Bening.
Yeah,
and
I saw it.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith, I think.
It was fine.
I feel like it was very not fine, but yeah. They definitely weren't saving lives, honey.
Beautyland, which it's such a fun premise. Just listen to the summary because you'll be like, what? A novel about a woman who doesn't feel at home on Earth. At the moment when Voyager 1 is launched into space carrying its famous golden record, a baby of unusual perception is born to a single mother in Philadelphia. Adina Giorno is a tiny...
a demon DiGiorno?
It sounds like a pizza. It sounds like a pizza Papa John's. She reaches for warmth and light. As a child, she recognizes that she is different. She possesses knowledge of a faraway planet. The arrival of a fax machine enables her to contact her extraterrestrial relatives, beings who have sent her to report on the oddities of Earthlings.
This is Superman.
Huh?
Isn't that Superman?
Is it? I'm going to be honest. I don't know shit about.
Krypton is the planet that is exploding, and his mom and dad put him in a tube and send him to Earth.
Oh.
So he doesn't communicate with them, I guess, but it's very like alien lands. Humans raise them.
I'll give you this. It's a is she, isn't she an alien?
Oh.
Yeah.
And a fax machine. That's so vintage.
Yeah. I think this one was one of the highest rated of 2024. And let me tell you, it was the ending. Oh.
So it doesn't take place now. It takes place in like the 90s. Because a young person wouldn't know how to operate a fax machine.
No, that's the point. It's like, yeah, she has it from when she's little to older.
Oh, it's like her security blanket. It's a security fax machine.
Exactly.
And she drags it around the house by the cord.
And she cuddles with it at night. You get it.
She sucks on it.
This episode, we are doing a bunch of dating no filter questions. That's right. You guys wrote in for our advice. We're going to hit the hard-hitting questions right after this. And we're back from commercial break.
We were Disney's
Who are you texting?
Frozen. None of your business.
Why?
Maybe I was just writing down, gosh, I love Kelsey so much.
You don't. Who are you
She's so
texting?
trusting and loving, and she never asks me shitty questions on the podcast.
Who are you texting?
You've changed since you got long hair.
Good. The point was to be more of a cunt.
I'm texting 2 straight guy friends.
Ew. Why?
Because I need diversification in my life.
That's you, diversity and inclusion. Are you ready for none other than some good old dating no filter questions?
DNF.
DNF. Okay. Let's just start with some fun, fast, just fucking flippant go. Just right in your fucking face.
Fast, fun, flip and go.
I'm not going to say who this one is from. How long to wait for unemployed partner to find a new job before dumping?
1 month.
What?
1 month.
1 month?
I don't fuck around, dude.
Bro, I would
Okay.
say 6 months.
Okay. This all depends
If they're trying.
on their salary
Yes.
and their savings.
Amen.
If they have enough
Yeah.
to float them and their lifestyle and
Yeah.
whatever we do together
Never get a
for
job again.
10 years,
Yeah.
babe,
Yeah.
drain the savings. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if they are paycheck to paycheck and they have no plan,
Yeah.
either
Oh, yeah.
they've been fired. Okay, there's a situation in which they've been let go. That's the most bummer version
Yeah.
of this.
Because you do have a severance, but you're like up against a clock.
Maybe they don't even have a severance, but like it's a bummer. It's out of nowhere. They did nothing wrong. Second situation, they were fired. Oopsie daisy, they did something to lose their job. Other scenario, they quit. So if they quit without
Get a new
plan,
job.
that's
on you.
unacceptable.
That's a month for me.
Yeah, so it's like, no.
You
no,
better
no,
have a backup.
You're not working and complaining.
Yes. Now, if you got let go, I think you give them a little.
That's my more lenient space.
And in this job market, sis.
But also, like, I would feel so gnarly if I wasn't providing for myself and like for the lifestyle I had grown, that I would probably be a bad partner until I got a job again.
Something hit when I was watching, I can't remember, it was probably some fucking TikTok or something, but if we did not have capitalism, we would not compare ourselves to other people ever. Like, that's just not in our nature to compare. And that really made me go, God damn, who am I trying to be successful for? Is it myself or other people? And I think a part of me was like, if we had no capitalism, would anyone ever like work?
Well, yeah, you have to work regardless of capitalism, communism, socialism.
Yeah. Are they like trying to make a stance against something that's unattractive? You know,
who?
People that just like don't work.
Oh, okay. I don't like that. Where like the government should provide everything. I have heard I do like the concept of the government provides your needs and we should have universal basic income or like universal health care insurance. Yeah. Also, like back in the day when someone who worked at Domino's could buy an apartment.
Yeah.
Like, I want to live in that world. Yeah. And then if you want to rise above the apartment that Domino's gets you, then you fucking clock in extra
Pizza
hours.
Hut?
You manage the Domino's.
Did you get my joke?
Your pizza. Oh, wow. Kelsey, that was good.
Thank you.
And I apologize for not anticipating.
No, I just threw it in the middle
hilarious.
of your sentence. There's something unattractive about someone who's not working, a partner who's not working. And I don't know what that means about me.
That's interesting.
Right? Like, I don't know that I could be with someone that doesn't have a job because I just don't think their values align with mine.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I want to know what your plan is.
Yeah.
I want to know what your goals are.
Yeah.
I want to know what the short-term goals are, the long-term goals. I want check-ins. I want open, honest communication. But I will say there is a middle ground for people who are desperately pursuing their art. And it's like, okay, like I still see the hustle. Like I still see the
the passion.
Yeah.
For someone who just doesn't have that, I'm like,
I'm not attracted to them. They're not coming in.
I would really like that person to write in and tell us what ended up happening because I don't know how long ago we asked for this. So please, you know who you are. Write back.
Right in.
Next one. I'll say this person's name starts with a C. Guess.
Kris Kringle.
Santa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa. First of all, Santa, I know you're listening. Write in.
Write in, or should we be writing to him?
Ask. I have everything I want.
Oh, you're trying to touch my dirty foot right now? Don't touch me. This is a good one. Do you date a guy?
Yes.
You're dumb. Do you date a guy your friend was friends with benefits with? My retainer kind of caught the end of that sentence.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What's the fear there? Is the fear? See, I think this might be different in girl versus gay.
Yeah. No, because you want to know, and Tiana, I bet you'll agree with me on this one. I want to know why they didn't date your friend. Because first of all,
but maybe your friend didn't date them.
Do you know how hard it is to be truly adult friends with benefits with someone?
Again, girl versus gay issue, but yes,
like for you guys, it's no problem.
And in
for
my
heteros
experience,
and bis,
that's crazy.
So me wonders, why didn't they date? Whether it was your friend, why didn't they want to date him?
That's what I'm saying.
But my brain goes to: is your friend ugly? Is your friend annoying? Is your friend problematic?
Well, hopefully they're not a friend with an annoying, problematic, ugly person.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's not one of those things,
why didn't it work out?
Yeah.
But I think more the question here is, and this is what my honest take on it would be, the fuck buddy didn't want to pursue the friend as much, and this person is worried that the friend will be offended.
Yes, that too.
They are dating the fuck buddy who didn't want more.
She wrote that your friend was friends with benefits with. So if it's not your best friend, you don't really have any loyalty. Like how tight knit.
But everyone is your best friend, so that's a problem for you.
First of all, that lore goes deep, and I like it. The confidants know.
She really just tried to distinguish between friend and best friend when your gyno is one of your best friends.
Hey, she got that abortion done. You know what I mean? Did you get me an abortion?
I would have. I would have gotten a water pick or something and just gone to town.
I have one. Why didn't you use it?
I would have played laser tag with that baby. Get a pointer up there, sizzle it out. You just pass a little piece of bacon.
Oh, yum. Delicious. We've been eating a lot of bacon in this house recently.
Really? Real bacon or like turkey bacon?
Real bacon.
I love when it's so burnt it crumbles in your mouth.
Ew, I hate that. I want it chewy.
No!
I'm a chewy bacon girl.
Tiana, tiebreaker?
Chewy. No.
Yes. And I
chewy bacon.
Very crispy. I like it to like literally disintegrate.
Yeah, that's fucking burnt.
Yeah.
No. You want powdered bacon? I want chewy bacon. I think here's the thing. If they are in your circle, because remember when you were in high school, it's like everyone dated everyone was fucking everyone. You would date this person for a little, that person.
No, that is not my story, but go on.
Okay. Everyone in my high school, everyone fucked around, found out, dated this person for a little bit. There was only like 2 or 3 couples that were like really for real. I think if you're in that age group or like college where you don't really have many options, it's not that big of a world.
We're not giving advice to a high schooler right now.
What do you mean? Why not?
That seems very wrong.
What?
I don't know why. It feels illegal. It feels damaging. It feels like
this is the people who need advice the most. You should treat every dating no filter as if you're talking to your high school self.
I abstain. First of all, I wasn't fucking anyone in my high school group of friends.
First problem.
No one was gay.
Not in my high school. We were all fucking licking and sticking and poking and choking. Yeah, we were all a little gay.
Okay.
But me thinks you're an adult, and an adult dating a person that a friend that's in your orbit was with as a friend with benefit makes me nervy. I'll just say it.
Well, for sure, because unlike high school, we're not all tethered
No,
to
we
a
don't
building.
have to be.
Yeah. And so you really make conscious decisions.
Is this guy worth losing your friendship over is how I'd look at it.
And
right?
that for me is almost always a no.
That's surprising.
I value the friend.
That's surprising. Over
Is
good
it?
dick? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see longevity with men.
Huh.
What's dick of the day, baby?
Okay. Is that your answer? My answer is your answer?
Yeah.
All right.
I of course need more information, but I would just say, yeah, don't shit where you eat, maybe. That's my answer.
Okay. Sure. This person wrote, no question, just so pumped. It's how I fell in love with you too. They watched Dating No Filter.
Aww.
Yeah.
Did you know? You didn't. I went to an event called Gay Watch.
Okay.
Which is in Venice. It's like a monthly gay party at this place where there's like a sandy patio.
Okay.
And they play episodes of Baywatch.
Oh, cute.
That's it, really. That's the theme. And this guy came up and he was like, he's like, you were so fucking funny. He's like, Jerry. He called his husband over. He's like, Dating No Filter. And they were like, we watched every episode of that. You and your partner.
Were you like, yes, that was my girlfriend.
Girl. Yeah, right. And then he goes, and Nina, basically.
Yeah, Nina.
I was like, yeah. And they just gushed.
This happened to me at Soccer Bit, my Swedish candy place next to the Grove the other day.
What is it called?
Soccer Bit.
Like sucker?
Yeah.
I heard soccer
the
first time.
But it's a Swedish candy store that popped off on TikTok, so it's always busy, like line out the door. And I was going to pay, but I was like talking to people because I'm a loud bitch. And the girl goes, did you do voiceover for a dating show?
You're like, I also did face over.
And I said that. She was like, well, I heard your voice first, and that's how I knew. What happened to that show? Me and my mom loved it. And I was like, bro,
so
take it up with Dr. E.
Crazy.
I know. I like this one because I have a very obvious answer. When is the appropriate time to ask someone what they're looking for in a relationship?
Up top.
Bitch, that's my first question.
If their profile didn't say it or it didn't come up in conversation, up top.
What are you dating for? How do you have any interactions with someone before knowing?
Yeah, and this speaks to my age, especially like I set intentions and I make my intentions known.
Bro, I'm literally trying to imagine like going out on a date with someone and being like,
so
what are we doing here? What am I supposed to do? Am I trying to fuck you? Am I trying to fight you? Like,
totally.
what? I don't know what. Like, I would give me so much anxiety not knowing. Do people just date?
Well, I think there's this fear, and I'm wondering if this is from a girl person.
It is from a girl person.
Where don't girls kind of live in fear of not being chill with guys?
Sure.
Like they don't want the guy to think that they're trying to settle down or trying to get married. So
you don't have to necessarily be. You could be like, I'm trying to fuck right now and never talk to you again.
But it wasn't her question how soon to ask if they're looking for a long-term relationship.
When is the appropriate time to ask someone what they're looking for in a relationship?
Oh yeah, up top. Especially if you're in the topic of they're looking for a relationship. You know
what's funny too is that I'm trying to I don't think I'm capable of. People always say like the things you shouldn't talk about on a first date. Those are almost exclusively, their exes, their past relationship. Like I'm like, so how long have you been single? Why are you single?
Yeah.
What was your last relationship like? Who do you believe in? Who are you voting for?
Pitch of what's your red flag is to this day my favorite takeaway.
Yeah, because it's just a funny, fun way to like have someone like.
Well, it shows how self-reflective they are.
Yeah.
And like how honest, and like honestly, you can see their wheels turning. Like,
should I tell them this?
Yeah, like,
and I think I have a talent of making people feel comfortable because of what I do for a living, and I can get literally the deepest secrets out of people on a first date.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which I like. I want to know. Give me all the crazy up top.
Do you remember that one sibling thing? It haunts me.
I can't believe you remember that,
If y'all knew what it was, you never forget it.
And for the record, you're talking about a date I went on.
Yeah.
Zach is still haunted by it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
We're going to tell Tiana off air.
Oh, yeah.
And
you'll take a picture of your face and we'll post it to the story.
Wait. I had another thing to say about this.
Okay.
Is this normalized in the straight community, or bi community or whatever? Asking what their like sexual inclinations are on dates?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
so what do you like get into? Like, you like to like you know?
Yeah.
What I mean?
But I'm
normal?
like that.
Oh, great. Okay.
I think if you can't talk about these grown behaviors, what are we going to do in bed after this dinner?
I completely agree. I guess I just have this vision of like my Midwestern girlfriends
being could never
being like, oh, like, no, I don't know.
I don't think we're normal.
Okay.
I don't think we're normal at all.
Well, I'd love to hear from y'all if you like talk about your sexual desires
on a first date.
I guess before you experience them.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to know how you guys handle it.
I also think that's the healthiest way to go about it. Because what if you find out at dinner, like, oh, we are not sexually compatible, and like, let's just get the check and go. I don't know.
Why waste the time?
Yeah.
I would like to know for this person, from Zachary specifically, have you ever or will ever do a Parasite cleanse? I haven't, but a bit curious about it. This is not a dating question, just to be clear.
I absolutely need to Google Parasite cleanse.
But didn't you have a bug that you couldn't get out of your butt?
It was it was a parasite.
But a parasite isn't like a live worm, is it?
I think it's a little tiny.
Oh, it is a worm.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I was thinking they're microscopic little like bugs.
After I found out ringworm isn't an actual worm, I don't know what I think.
Is it not?
No, it's just in the shape of a worm. I just did extensive.
Ringworm, they eat stuff though.
No. Yeah. Ringworm is literally like a yeast.
Oh, I'm thinking tapeworm.
Tapeworm.
Okay, so with my Parasite,
the movie,
Isabel,
Golden
her
Globe.
name. I did like because this is why I think we're talking about something different. Parasite cleanse is obviously not what I did. I did antibiotics to kill it, and then it messed up the like
flora,
the flora in my gut.
Wouldn't Flora be a beautiful girl's name?
Yeah, so would diarrhea, but it's too far gone.
Yeah, we can't. We can't. If your name's Flora, right?
Eczema would be a great name.
Eczema is very like sexy.
I also have we talked about this? I'm being struck recently by how basic humans are that we like call sequels something two instead of a different name and just know that it's the next installment. Like
It's
Gladiator
easier.
2 is the dumbest name.
Is it not a sequel?
But I'm saying a sequel doesn't necessarily have to have a number in it. It could just be a different name.
I think they got to know for branding purposes.
Because people are dumb.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And then also the fact that we like stopped names after like Michael, Ben, Zach,
We're the
Jason,
worst.
Kelsey,
How boring.
Kate. And then if you name your kid something like Throw Pillow, all of a sudden you're the crazy person. But like, how many throw pillows?
That is weird that we haven't like allowed things to be people's names, like book.
Yeah.
I would love a book.
Or even just other like NIMBY. I'm just saying. Or Gopple. I'm just saying.
Like noises?
There are words that do make sense.
Like herbal.
No.
Okay.
But like
Gerbil.
like herbal.
Herbal could be a name.
Herbal is a thing. But yeah, like turble. Like, oh my god, it's a turble. I'm just saying.
The internet is too mean
There's
to have
no
these.
creativity.
I hear you.
Pansy.
Oh, I love the name Pansy.
Nasal congestion.
You need to stop.
Sudafed.
So
Sudafedja?
will you ever do a parasite cleanse depending
I
on
don't know
what
what
it
that
is?
is.
Just take a guess, would you?
A parasite cleanse to me sounds like either
Celery juice, right?
Like yeah, butt chugging some like apple cider vinegar or
Yeah.
like drinking bleach.
Which both we don't advise. Not on this podcast.
But if you're a Trump supporter, you feel free
Yeah,
to try
feel
the
free to
bleach
do
thing.
this. How many drinks is too many for a first date? My date the other night had 4 with many exclamation points.
Okay, so obviously you already know what too many drinks is for you.
Ooh, good answer, sassy pants.
Also is different. Like, are these like a vodka soda or is it a martini? Because 4 martinis and I would literally be
fucked.
someone's fucking me.
Do you want to hear
4 martinis?
maybe one of the most hungover I ever was?
Sure.
8 martinis.
That's got to be a
8
liter. That's got to be like a liter.
chocolate.
Ew, Kelsey.
Martinis.
Okay, you know what I'm kind of bummed about?
Huh.
That I got out of the game before espresso martinis were popular.
Oh no, they've been popular since cruise ships were invented.
Really?
Yeah, you're just not
feel like
classy.
I don't think class is a factor.
Your lips snarled unintentionally. It was very funny.
Espresso martinis to me have come into play in the past like 4 years.
I feel like the girlies, the tired ones, the coffee girlies have revamped it.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No, they've revamped it.
Okay.
And they've been like, I can have one and I'm fucked up and crazy all night.
Yeah, of course, which is obviously
goal.
what we need from you.
It's cheap.
Melissa. But that 8 is I'm glad you're sober.
I had to call out a
I'm glad
school.
you survived that night.
I was in college.
Class.
Yeah.
You didn't go to class.
Yes.
You don't call out of college.
I called out of college and I went to like the college hospital the next day and tried to say I had food poisoning when I was like throwing up chocolate.
Like she's
vodka.
throwing up like olives in like with like toothpicks in them and she's like, it's something I ate.
Bro, I thought I was gonna die.
I mean, honestly, I think God wanted you to.
I don't think I ever recovered, to be honest. I still might have a little bit of pain from that.
But you still drank that alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of vodka was it?
Fuck if I know. It was in Alabama.
You know they do.
Couldn't have been top
I feel
shelf.
like they do have like vanilla and chocolate flavored vodkas.
Yeah, and then you can also do a gin martini, gin for the win, like a
with
normal human.
chocolate?
Oh, not chocolate. But I'm just
Okay.
saying. I could have done any other kind of martini that wasn't fucking chocolate.
Still, once you pass 3 martinis, you are
Done. Different
I mean, 4
human.
martinis to me says probably
You're an
5
alcoholic.
is throwing up. I think.
Oh yeah, I would even say 4 could be throwing up. So how many is too many?
Oh. Well, for me, 1 is too much and 1,000,000's not
Stop.
enough. That's an AA thing. But I would say, see, this sucks though, because I remember distinctly going on dates, sitting down, being like, well, this guy is not it. 2 glasses of wine later, I'm like, I think he's my boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, I would just drink until I was like, he's not that bad.
Oh, you were numbing the
Of course.
toxic. Yeah.
Of course. So I would say keep your wits about you, cap it at 2.
Yeah, I like that she obviously clearly knows that 4 would bother her, because I think it just shows that like maybe the other person doesn't have A, self-control,
Well, how
B,
long is this
respect.
date?
That's what I'm saying.
Also, to me, I think 2 drinks says I'm interested in you.
Ooh, yes, because I don't want to get a floppy dick.
Oh, I was just going to say I want to invest another like 30 minutes at least with
That
you.
too. I used to be the queen of all-day dates. Go out for a beer with someone
What
at like
a
2.
nightmare.
And then they'd be at my house the next day still by like 2.
You had a prisoner.
Yes, I kidnapped them. I was the queen of like, let's go to another bar. Oh my God, let's go play pool.
Meanwhile, this guy's like, please let me fuck you. Just please let me fuck you.
And you know what? I usually
You
did.
Yeah, good girl.
That's how I got a lot of my boyfriends.
Good girl.
Yeah, and girlfriends, to be honest. Oh my God, I had a dream the other night. This is how I know I'm a true bisexual. I had a dream that I was with a girl. Yes, she was blonde and had long blonde hair. Yes, it was probably me with extensions. But in my dream, I woke up and I was like, I was in love with her. Like, we had the best sex in my dream. I woke up and I was like, where is that
she?
girl? I have like feelings for a girl that's literally in my dream.
You were literally like jerking it over a mirror.
Maybe. But isn't that crazy? Like, you know how you wake up feeling like, ew, icky after you have a bad dream, or like,
Yeah.
I was
Oh, but you're
all
like,
day.
Where
like,
are they?
yeah, like, does that exist somewhere?
Maybe you were manifesting or premonitioning.
I'd like that.
Let's go look for a long-haired blonde.
All right. Let's see. I think we got time for one more.
Okay.
Should we do one more?
Yeah.
I like this one. It's fun. I'll give the initials of this girl. Kris Kringle.
Literally, you don't know what initials are.
KK. How do I signal on a first date that I want to hook up?
Physical contact.
Touching the hand, touching the thigh,
Yep.
turning towards them, flipping the hair
One of my
towards them.
favorite things ever is obviously you're not often in a position where you're sitting next to the person, but like I would love that, like
Under
I put
the
pressure.
foot.
Well, I was more doing my leg,
Oh.
like our knees, and then like they don't move, or maybe they push a little into it too.
So you're doing
And then
like
I
a
was
workout with
I was
them under the table.
Yes, we're playing foot war.
Yeah.
No, just like pressure, and then if they give pressure back, I'm like, it's on. Like I can do anything I want from here on out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe I'm a little crass. I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm usually the one to like initiate a lot of the times. Like I'll be the one. I also just feel like I can tell when they want to because they haven't left yet.
Of course. Okay, and now I'm gonna be like so problematic. Don't most guys want to? Isn't that kind of like their whole dumb thing? Where they're like,
if they're on a date at that point, I feel like they've decided they want to fuck.
Yeah.
Even if you're insufferable, they'd probably still fuck you unless they
They're
had.
like, I'm gonna try at least fuck her.
But I do think I have been less around those kinds of men. I think I have been around less.
More
I'm just
respectable.
like, hey, it's not working out, or like, hey, I've got to get up tomorrow early, or whatever. Like, I don't think I've encountered a guy that just wants to fuck since my drinking days, to be honest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I first of all, I love the sussing out. I love when I make the decision that I'm into it, and then I get to start putting out micro.
Yeah, aggression.
I know there's no other word to come after that. Like micro flirtations.
Yes.
Where I'm like, oh my gosh, I love all the veins in your hand, and then all of a sudden I'm like holding his hand.
You think? I'm sorry. You say I love all the veins in your hand.
Well, like if a guy,
what kind of serial killer compliment
Tiana knew
is
what
that?
I was talking about, I think.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. When a guy, this is at least sexy.
Wow, have you
When
given
a guy's
blood recently?
Shut up. When a guy's like
I'd love
vascular
to
because he
bite
like
it.
works out. I'm not picking up on your bit. When a guy like
a
works out a
mosquito.
lot, he has like visible like veins like in his hand and stuff. I was like,
Okay.
oh my god, I love how like vascular you are.
Okay.
And they'll take that to be like, oh, like they notice I'm like,
Buff.
yeah,
Okay, that just sounded like a serial killer when you said it. That's all.
maybe I am.
For girls, it definitely means something different. The world is a scary place for us. Okay,
Well, if
Zach?
a guy said to you, I love all your veins, yeah, run.
Just a guy. I love all your veins.
Love to take you home and see more of your veins. That's it for us this week.
I hate your straight voice. It's so scary. It's so scary.
Please like, subscribe.
We have
and leave
reviews.
Us, oh my God, let's read.
No, keep going while I pull them up.
Well, please like, subscribe, rate, and review. Leave us a 5-star to battle the 1-star we just got because we weren't supposed to support Catherine the Great.
Oh wait, shit! I think I read these last time.
Okay, well
no, I'm gonna give them to you anyway. Did I read you one from South Africa?
Do you think I remember?
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
Been a fan of Kelsey since BuzzFeed days, but a recent listener to the podcast and love this duo. Also, as an outsider that already finds American politics bonkers, I love hearing Kelsey and Zach talk about politics. Their comments make the absurd even funnier.
Oh my gosh, that sounded new to me.
That was from Gen 10 ZA from South Africa.
Hell yeah.
And this is from 94 Whore. From the United States. Love this duo. As another blonde bisexual Leo queen named Kelsey. Oh my God! I've been following Kelsey since the BuzzFeed days, and I've listened to every podcast episode from the beginning. When Kelsey announced she was going to have a co-host moving forward, I immediately knew it had to be Zach. His guest episodes were, and then it says ... because I couldn't open the rest of the review.
Wow.
Guests will never know what your
doesn't
episodes
sum
were.
everything up.
I give you your flowers. I love you. You have anything to promote?
Check Zach Noe Towers for tour dates. I'm touring a lot.
Yay, I'm having a showcase September 26th at the Haha or the Comedy Cafe, whatever the fuck it's called. Or Chateau Comedy. I'll tell you more later, but come if you're in LA. Bye.